Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Ives number 09-340-626. This is a through-bolt package that is used on their CS115 and their SB453, 453 surface bolts. The CS, the crash stop, that is a chain with a vinyl sleeve over it, a couple of mounting points that is used to limit or to at least kind of help stop doors at a certain degree. The SB is a surface bolt. They're 453. That's a manual surface bolt. And if you have a need to through bolt that material through your door, this would be the through bolt package for it. This is going to give you machine screws, washers, and acorn nuts intended for a typical 1 3/4 inch thick door. Let's take out one of each here and take some dimensional properties of the item. As far as I'm concerned, you should not order the crash chain without the through bolt package. And realistically, for that matter, I wouldn't do the surface bolt without it unless your door is specifically reinforced for it. If you've ordered a door that's reinforced for the surface bolt, you can drill and tap, but nothing's going to beat a through bolt. That's just the bottom line. Be mindful. This will not be permissible to be installed on a fire-rated door. They say that this is 626, and that means it's made of brass and that it is in a satin chrome finish. The washer is magnetic. The bolt and the acorn nut are not, so they're either stainless or they're brass. And the manufacturer says that they're brass, so I'm tempted to go with the fact that they're brass. Be mindful and not use these on a fire-rated door because they're not permissible to be used on a fire-rated door because they're not ferrous-based. You can put a stainless bolt on a fire-rated door or steel, but not brass or bronze or aluminum or Zamac. I'm not aware of bolts made of Zamac, but there you go. That's what this looks like. Especially a crash chain. A crash chain, overall length on that, you can see from the outside of the head to where the washer is going to come in play, about 1 15/16. To the underside of there, you can see you're going to be right in the 1 3/4 door range thickness. I don't know the thread type on this. I would guess 1030 to 1032 would be my guess. A crash chain is very often installed by contractors with just the sheet metal screws that they come with. They're not even machine screws. They're sheet metal screws. I can tell you that I cannot count on... I cannot come up with a number that would be accurate to tell you how many times someone has reached out to me and said, boy, my crash chain just exploded off the door because they've used sheet metal screws. And, you know, the wind grabbed it or somebody vandalized it. Crash chains are generally an afterthought, meaning, whoa, the door really swung open too far and I've got to do something because that almost broke the glass next to the door frame. A severe enough event, sheet metal screws are just not going to work. It's going to erupt the door skin out because the door was not reinforced for it. So I would really recommend going with the through bolts. If you are buying the crash chain, there is a link below this. If you're looking at the crash chain page, there is a link to these through bolts that are there for you to just elect to order immediately with that material. Surface bolts aren't subject to the same sort of violent event of a door getting out to 20, 30. Now here we go, 40, 50, 60, 70, 90 degrees and the wind grabbing it. So you don't really have that sort of severe event, so you don't see surface bolts being erupted off the face of the door because the installation failed. But nonetheless, if you really want them to be more secure than less, through bolt them. The downside of through bolting them, obviously, is you're going to have an acorn nut with a through bolt. So the problem with that, with a surface bolt, the problem with that is it's probably going to be on the outside. So that's not going to do you any good when I can just unthread that. So be mindful of that being a way to defeat the through bolt. Or if your surface bolt came with sheet metal screws, you could take this through bolt, cut those. If you're drilled and if you're reinforced, you can drill and tap after cutting those screws down, I suppose. Nonetheless, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Ives products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. Any questions on the Ives 09-340 through bolt package in a 626 finish? It's also available in a zinc as well, which would be appropriate for a fire-rated application because that'd be made of steel, or any other Ives product, provided it's listed, then it'd be appropriate. Or any other Ives product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.